Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another album review. Haven't done one in a while. I know I usually take forever to do them. I've just got a lot going on. I'm just busy with things and had some time to do one today and been really itching to do an album review. And the one that just struck me to do the album review was this particular album. And I'm also dressed for the occasion. I've got the shirt for this group that I'm going to be doing the album. I'll show you this shirt. If you can get a good look at that, that's Asia's. This is their Phoenix shirt from their first album with the original lineup. This is the first with the reunited original lineup, I should say. This is Phoenix. I went to go see the concert in 2008 on the Phoenix tour. Drove all the way to Dallas. It was worth every penny. And this is their first album together in I don't know how many years, since '83. So, and this came out in 2008. But the album that I'm going to review is this album right here. This is Astra by Asia. This is Asia's Astra. Came out in 1985. This was their third album. Yeah, Asia, Astra. Get a good look at that cover right there. Okay, good. Now, with this album, there have been some changes with the band. Some changes that happened. For one thing, Steve Howe leaves the band. Not happy with the direction Asia was going. And they get this guitar player who nobody had ever heard of before named Mandy Meyer, who was much more of a heavy metal guitarist than a melodic atmospheric guitarist, which is what Steve Howe is. But anyway, he had given them basically a heavier direction, and this is basically the heaviest that the band has ever been. And this is the band's one and only album with this lineup with Mandy Meyer. He was only on one album with them. And it starts off with the lead song, which was the first single from the album, Go. Now, Go starts off with this big, bold keyboard part sounding like a church organ almost. It's being played, and then it goes on for a little bit, and then you hear this big flash or this big bam, and then all the instruments kick in, and it's a really hard rocker. This album starts off very heavy. It starts off with a big, hard rocker. It was a good choice for the first single. This is a great song. This song is excellent. The album starts off completely great with this song. So Go is the first song on Astra by Asia. The second song, excuse me, Voice of America is takes it down a little bit, takes it down a notch. It starts off with this like keyboard part, which kind of has like this little lullaby type sound to it, and is a ballad basically, but it's not too bad really. It's okay. It's very relaxing, and has this kind of big chorus sound with Wetton, and then the other guys of the age, I guess Downs, harmonizing with him. And Voice of America is, I think, probably, if not the second single, one of the singles on this album. I think it was released as a single. I know that song has been put on some of their greatest hit packages. But Voice of America is an okay song. It's pretty cool. It took a while to grow on me, but I like this one more a little bit now. Number 3 is Hard on Me. Now, Hard on Me, this is another good. It starts off with this big, the drums and the guitar and the bass come in with the keyboard going with Jeffrey Downs playing this. You have to hear it. But this is another good rocker. This is an upbeat, toe-tapping rocker. I really like Hard on Me. Hard on Me is another great song from this. Yeah, I like this one. Wishing, now this is song number 4, and Wishing basically brings the album down a little bit. This one's a pretty sappy little kind of pop or kind of a ballad type song. Don't really like this one too much. I think this one's kind of silly, but I'll tell you one thing about Asia. No matter how much they rock or how hard they might rock on one of their albums, like this album I had said, this is definitely the heaviest period for them. They will always have a ballad on their albums. That's just how it is. It's just something I just had to learn to deal with. But there's always the skip button. This is basically filler. This is one of the clunkers on the album. I do not like Wishing at all. Countdown to Zero is number 5. This is an interesting one. This is like a slow. This one's kind of a dark song. It reminds me of it's a very sci-fi type setting, as in like a nuclear world, or maybe some kind of a post apocalyptic world of like the world ending or something. Kind of like what you might see a cheesy 80s sci-fi film be. And it's got this voice at the end, which is kind of cheesy, about saying, "Don't do it, don't pull the trigger, we want to live." It's alright. The song itself is actually a pretty interesting song. It's not a bad one. But yeah, that's like the very futuristic one. A lot of these songs, I mean, not a lot of them, but there's a handful on here that kind of give it a futuristic vibe. Number 6, Love Now Till Eternity. Another ballad, not too good. The harmonies sound good. I like the way that John Wetton and the boys sound together when they're singing that chorus part, when they sing Love Now Till Eternity. But, I mean, mostly it's pretty forgettable. That's number 6. However, we go into track 7, and everybody better hold on tight when you get to track 7. Song number 7, you get to that, it's Too Late. Song number 7, Too Late. This actually just might be my number 1 favorite Asia song of the John Wetton years. This song rocks, and this will kick you in the gut. This is a great song. It starts off with the band harmonizing with just their voices, and then you hear the drums, the guitar, bass, everything coming in that keyboard part, and it really gives you a big kick in the gut. It punches you, it hits hard. Too Late. This is a rocker, pretty much in the same heaviness vein as in Go. If you like Go, listen to Too Late. This is a song. When I first heard this song, I was like, whoa, what the heck did they just do with this? This is a great Asia song, and like I said, this might be my very favorite song that Asia did with the John Wetton years. And there's a great like heavy metal guitar solo in the middle of it. The guitar solo that Mandy is playing is just, in fact, I even wanted to cover this song because it was so cool. But that's Too Late. Too Late is, I'd have to say, just complete balls to the wall rocker. It's a great song. Awesome. Suspicion is number 8, and that one doesn't really do a lot for me. It's just kind of there, I guess. I mean, there's not much. It's pretty forgettable. I have really nothing to say on Suspicion. Rock and Roll Dream is okay. That also starts off with like an a cappella chorus from Wetton and the guys singing the Rock and Roll Dream, and then the music comes in. And it's an upbeat pop one. It's kind of poppy along the lines of Hard on Me, but not as good as Hard on Me. And then it gets slow in the middle, and then it picks back up again. There's like this kind of slow part, and you kind of forget you're hearing the same song if you wander off. And then After the War is the album's closing song. This is the finale of the album, After the War, which I think is actually a pretty good title for the last song on the album. But this is a very mixed bag for me. After the War, it does have its rocky part, but then it's got like this real like kind of soft part or whatever. This one, I don't really think it ends the album that well. It doesn't really give it much to go on with this. After the War was not really a very strong ending. But that is all 10 songs on Astra, their Asia's 1985 album. I'll have to give this a grade now. I would say, to actually grade this, to me, it's a lot better than Alpha. Alpha I was a little disappointed with because I thought they tried too hard to make the same album twice. They tried to redo Asia again, the first album, Asia. I thought they were trying to completely copy that because the first album was so successful for them. And I don't think Steve Howe liked that, so he left. And then they brought in Mandy Meyer, which I thought, with his guitar playing, that got them in the direction that they should have gone. They wouldn't have been able to have this sound without Mandy Meyer. He's definitely an important force of this time period of the band. And I think this was the album that Alpha should have been. I didn't like it that much at first for a while, but it's really grown on me after time, and it's one of my favorite Asia albums now. So to give this a grade with all the songs on here, I would have to say the highest I could really give it is a B. Some of the songs have aged better. Some songs just do not do anything for me. There's nothing really horrible on this album, but there's some stuff that just I think could have been better. I think some of the songwriting could have been better. But yeah, the album Astra, Asia's 1985 album, gets a B. That's the rating I'm giving it, or the grade I'm giving it, I should say. And but I will tell you this: the album gets a B, but Too Late, that song itself gets an A+. That is a amazing Asia song, and if you have not heard Too Late and you are an Asia fan, or if you are curious about Asia, look Too Late up on YouTube. It's on YouTube, and you have to hear Too Late. You have to hear how great that song is. That is, and I really wish they would play some of these songs live. But here's the thing: Steve Howe has once again left Asia. I found out about it on the internet. He's no longer a member of Asia anymore. They have a new guitar player that no one's ever heard of. I really wish they would have gotten Mandy Meyer back. I would have loved to have seen him back with Asia, and I would have gone to see that show. I really, really wish that he would have come back because I would love to hear these songs live. They will not play these songs with Steve Howe. When I did go see Asia in 2008 in Dallas, John Wetton did perform Voice of America solo on an acoustic guitar. But Steve Howe pretty much refuses to play any song that he didn't contribute to. So, but hopefully now with this new guitar player, you will see some Astra songs live. If I can go see them, if they do another tour, they're supposed to be working on a new album right now. They were going to try to release it this year too, and we just had the release of 30, which is another amazing album. Very happy with 30. But if they do go out on tour, I do hope to hear some stuff, especially Too Late, and of course Go. I would think they would play Go because it was a single. Too Late was released as a single, but I don't know what the chances of them playing that are. But that's just one song I really want to hear live is Too Late. And I'm hoping, since they have this new guitar player, they will go back to this album and resurrect some of these songs live, which haven't been played in forever. Although I sure do wish it was Mandy Meyer that got back. I really wish they had gotten him back in the band. But yeah, that's my review for Asia's Astra. And I'm going to show you the cover art one more time. The really great cover art by Roger Dean, who is known for doing the Yes albums as well. Yeah, it's very, very purple. I like that. Nice purple album cover. So yeah, that's my review for Asia. It's my first Asia album review. I should probably do some more. But Asia's Astra gets a B. Gets a B. Standouts, of course, as I said, Too Late. Check out Go. Check out Hard on Me. Those are the 3 songs. I'm giving you 3 songs from this album. Those are 3 great songs right there. Very rockin', very heavy. Alright, thanks. Hope to do some more album reviews pretty soon. Don't know what my next project will be, but I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope some Asia fans came across this, and I'll see you around. I'll see what else I have up my sleeve. Alright, thanks everyone. Good night.